In which case, if I remember correctly, you guys making your way, I'll say making your way around. I'll say because I believe you all are on the boat
That,
to
that was the plan to get on the boat.
hmm?
Yes. That was
Yes.
the plan to get on the boat. Yes.
Okay. You guys are on the boat making your way. I'll say making your way to the other side of I'll say making your way to the other side of the of Sinnoh. Are you all doing anything while on this fairly luxury cruise?
Hmm. Let's see. Um, I don't know if they got any facilities that are worth checking out. Probably I'll check those out.
Nice. Um, typical. I'll say typical fare. Nothing particular. I'll say typical fare. Nothing's insanely special about about this stuff. It's nice.
Okay. I think then. I think then I will. Um, I take my Pokemon onto the deck, though I don't think Onyx. Well, this is the world of Pokemon. Would an Onyx it's like a cruise ship, yeah? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think what was it? I think larger Pokemon were on the Saint Anne.
Yeah.
It's a cruise ship. It's a cruise ship in the world of Pokemon, so presumably they have taken that into account.
Anyway, well, I'll let my Pokemon out on deck just to kind of be out and about. If they have like a pull on deck, I guess I'd also be in there probably like somewhat training. Yeah, Plip Plop is in my active team. Is Sharknado still in my active team? Where's my thing? There it is. Um, okay. I have a note of Finneon in my notes. Is that like super recent?
You caught must say you caught Finneon.
Right. Okay. Okay. See, I'm seeing the Sharkpedo in my active team list, so I guess I wouldn't have him out. Okay. Yeah, Pokemon on deck. I'll be in the pool with my water Pokemon.
Okay. Anything you're doing in particular, Tris?
Um, Plan the Pokemon play at the various facilities they probably have for that, like the water Pokemon playing at the pool and that kind of thing. Um, Jay himself is probably putting in time with the sword.
Okay. There's not much of a, I must say, you notice there's not much of a
I'll say there's not much of a. I'd say they do seem to have like a gym that you can utilize.
Gym would work, or
But
just a quiet place on, out on one of, the decks somewhere where I'm not in anybody's way.
best thing you can possibly hope for is they got like one of those like a dance studio things.
That'd work, 'cause then I can keep an eye on my form.
All right. So it's about a takes a bit longer than what you're I'll say than what you would think, considering. But it is very relaxing. It is a I'll say it's about a 3-day trip. Okay, we're not joking about the cruise aspect. So yeah, it's about 3 days. I'll say 3 days that you would spend on this. Is there anything in particular? I'll say anything you guys gonna be doing for these days?
Uh,
Well, I'll of course spend some time to train with Pokemon.
mhm.
Developing some new methods based off of that last gym battle. Yes, I remember that last gym battle.
If you need to borrow any of mine for type coverage, for your training, we can, you're welcome to them.
All right, thank you. Um, were there any kind of like ship-based contests going on?
Um, you mean like is anything going on as far as this?
Yeah, like did the ship have any like events happening?
You don't notice anything. It seems to be more of a luxury type cruise thing. This doesn't seem to be too big on the concept of so it doesn't seem to be too big on the like concept of just like doing this is more of a leisurely thing.
Okay.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Aside from training a Pokemon, gonna do leisurely things. Hmm. Probably see if there's any other Pokemon trainers on board. Try to, talk shop.
Okay. You do come across um um there is one person that you do come across on the boat who you um so are you actively searching to see if there any anyone who's like a who, are you I'm assuming you're I'll say you're searching for someone who appears to be a trainer.
I'm just asking around, like, on the deck or anything. Like, if anyone, like, has their Pokemon out, that would indicate that there are other trainers around.
Um, you notice that you're the only person who seems to actually have a who I'll say you and Jay for the most part seem to be the only people who have their Pokemon out. Yeah, so if anyone does have Pokemon, they don't seem to have them out.
That just finds it suspicious.
Um, if, I must say, if you're searching around, you will eventually come across someone partially, someone partially obscured underneath a umbrella and a hat.
Please tell me they
You
open their
do
coat and there's Pokeballs in it.
you do must say you do notice two Pokeballs on I must say two Pokeballs seems to be on their bracelet.
That's different.
So there, I must say, the holster seems to be like a bracelet that seems to have slots for up to 6. But the Pokeballs are like shrunk down.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't expect to see anyone in the shadows around here.
Um, I'll say the voice will perk up. Oh, are you finally taking a vacation?
Do I recognize this voice?
You do recognize this voice.
Oh, hey! Yeah, yeah, yeah. Had a pretty challenging gym battle, so I figured, why not take a break, go over things.
Huh. Huh. And what I'll say she's gonna look. She was like, well, the only time that anyone makes their way over here is if they've actually managed to must say as if they've actually managed to accomplish must say they've actually managed to accomplish um, what I believe you might have been able to do. And did you happen to collect all the badges?
Yep.
Oh, she's gonna sit up and like clap her hands. It's like I'm very proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. How have you been?
Um, I'm doing pretty decent. It was like I'm doing pretty decent. Enjoying myself as I have been for quite some time. And I, similar to you, going to relax. And I'll say going to, sit back and relax and wait. I'll say sit back and relax and wait for the turn. I'll say and wait for the Sinnoh League to start.
Okay. But you
It's
found it odd.
been, it's,
Huh?
Hmm?
You found it
What was
odd
that?
that there's no other trainers on board?
She'll say, well, I'll say there probably are other trainers, but one of the things I'll say, he was like, there are other trainers on board here. Thing is, some of them, I'll say, some of them aren't as open as I'll say, as you and your friend might be. Um, Considering, she'll look over at your Pokemon. It was like they don't exactly like giving their teams away or knowledge of it away.
Anyone who's been in a local tournament versus league tournament during their journey, um, or has had any crowds during gym battles would be giving evidence of their team away.
They would, I'll say, they would be, but seeing as how they're heading out into seeing as how they're heading out here to get themselves ready for the league, they tried to train. A lot of them like to train out here. A lot of them like to train out here in secret, and must say try to train out here in secret. So some people must say just because some people might know who their teams are doesn't mean that everyone's going to know. And you can take every edge. Must say, and for a lot of these trainers, they try to take every edge that they can get. Sometimes surprise is one of the best things that you can have when going into a battle. And although depending, sometimes talent and overwhelming power, no amount of surprise can top that.
I suppose,
But I've seen enough league battles. I've seen enough league battles for seen enough league battles to where at the end of the day, um, the person who tries to float under the radar and stay as a no name, runs the tendency to go pretty far. And then you have some people. Yeah, some people like I'm assuming you've heard of Cynthia before.
yes.
Yeah, most everyone knows her team. It hasn't really helped them either. But occasionally the tournament has its dark horse. Someone who just shows up, and even though their Pokemon are in the system registered, everyone's kind of taken surprise by because they didn't really make a name for themselves. They're talented, of course, because they're in the league. But they must say they got their badges, made it to the league, but they did a good job of flying under the radar.
There's always that one asshole that shows up with like 4 pseudo legendaries to derail the one chance you had at winning in 10 seasons.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tristan knows what I'm talking about. Just that one guy. It was like, how did nobody know this? Motherfucker shows up with a dark rod. What? It's like, how? Boom. Motherfucker had one Pokemon that his one dark rod basically wiped the whole fucking team. Actually, no, he went from one pseudo legendary to another pseudo legendary.
I think he must have had Latia or something after that.
He was like, oh no, dark rod took out like 5 of my 6 Pokemon. Okay, I've got one Pokemon left. Yes, I finally took out Darkrai. And I was like, no way, he's got to go Latios. He's like, what the fuck? And the big thing, it was like, wow, you beat one of my Pokemon. That's never happened before. And to make matters worse, you can't even be happy for Ash because at that point, you'd be like, wow, he did a good job. This dude goes on to the next round and gets wiped by Cynthia. She wrecks his shit. So I'm like, Ash never stood a chance. Because even if for some reason he managed to beat him, Cynthia would have been on the other side of that to beat the fuck out of him. I was like, what was it? It was like he wiped Ash's team with 2 Pokemon, and then she proceeded to wipe his team of pseudo legendaries with fucking Garchomp and one and like a Lapras. So I was like, well, that's how this goes. I mean, but what's the chances that happens to you?
Probably higher than you think.
Hmm?
Probably higher than you think.
Yeah, but they'll all have useless moves. It'll be a team of entirely legendaries, but all they'll have is struggle.
Ah, yes. Yes, because everything else will be like dailies. Support dailies.
That's the downside of legendaries. They hit like a fucking tank if they hit. I say downside of the league. I say downside of the league. The people I say the people that have to make for the league will actually have trainer stats and sheets.
Hmm.
Means they're capable of doing stuff.
Not stuff.
Yeah, this would be interesting. I'm attempting to work around roll 20 and my dicing and roll 20ing me. And then this last level up, I believe I have finally been set on the path. Which will be easier if I have Jay's help, but you know, it's doable now even without him. So
Well, I don't know what help you need, but I'm here, bro.
Alright.
it's unfortunate that the league doesn't have well, team battles, but then you need the badges as minutes anyway. Okay. Oh. It definitely sounds like then I should probably be getting my training a little closer to the vest, but people will probably be able to find out about it if they look into it anyway.
I'm gonna say she is recommending that. You don't have to, but she is recommending. Like, you know, I'm gonna say she is kind of recommending that, hey, you should probably be a little more discreet about what it is that you're doing.
I mean, we're going to the island where they're having the big grand festival. It's not like there are any trainers on this thing. They're all fashionistas or whatever.
I guess I would have expected, like, I don't know, Little Ditto to have like a Pokemon on him.
I'm gonna say, if they do have Pokemon on them, they're not visible. I'll say, everyone here kind of seems to be having like a good time doing stuff. There are some people who just kind of seem to be like resting or staying in their rooms. You can tell most of the people out here appear to be tourists. There are some people who you saw get on the boat who seem to be kind of like keeping to themselves, or maybe you see them at like dinner. You see them like when it's time to eat, or like breakfast, lunch, or dinner. But for the most part, they're not out like partying and doing stuff. They just kind of seem to be resting, relaxing, keeping to themselves. The people who are out there with you guys seem to definitely kind of be tourists or people who are coming for the festivities.
Yep. In that case, then I think I'll just be using what facilities the cruise ship has. Um, Whether it's like a theater or Ooh, wait. Is there an onboard gift shop, and does that gift shop have actual Poke items?
There is a gift shop. The gift shop seems to have more adorable stuff rather than actual, like. Are you trying to find like useful stuff?
I was thinking, like potions or something. Yeah.
They'll probably have that when we actually
Um,
get to the island, because that was one of the reasons we were going here, is because that's where they had a major shopping.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just kind of curious to see if like this onboard ship thing had
yeah.
Well, actually, no. You know what? You know what? I guess would count as as such. Do they have any of the uh? Remember that? What was that stuff that described to me like the scarf of damage negation?
Oh yeah,
Um.
the fashionista craftables.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there any of that in the gift shop? Since that's cute but not utility.
um, not on. I'll say not here.
Good. Hey, just not to give it a
I'm
shot.
outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not the problem. Okay, yeah. I won't use up any more of the game time proper. Yeah, I'll just be taking the rest of the rest of the cruise off.
And say, Leia, you don't really see much here, like talking about. Let's see. All right. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say currently. If I remember, I told you they are going to be holding the. I'll say they are going to be holding the. They are going to be holding the tournament for the ribbons here.
Mm-hmm.
For yeah, and then in a few months you'll be able to. I'll say not a few months, but few weeks there will be the actual Sinnoh tournament that will be.
Okay.
So this gives you time to, mostly, this gives you time to go do the stuff that you're going to go do. You said you guys were coming to the Lily of the Valley to just kind of relax and purchase stuff.
You also mentioned side quest, but yeah, that was the goal: was relax, get a little training in, resupply.
Okay. Okay. You guys eventually get there. Um, Disembarking. Is there anything you guys plan on doing? I'll say, you guys have some time.
Yes, we were doing anything during the departure.
Hmm?
Yes, we were doing anything during the departure.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure I have all my Pokemon. And that there's no last second sneaky people trying to pull a Saint Anne.
Hmm?
So, yeah, it seems to be. No, say it seems to be pretty cool. You're not noticing anything. So you're not noticing anything incredibly odd around here. Everything seems to be on the up and up.
Okay. Cool.
But you guys are able to disembark.
Nice.
So when you guys are able to disembark, you don't really notice anything particularly out of the ordinary.
Probably should go get us checked into the Pokemon Center then. And then we can take in the sights, take in the shopping.
How long do you guys want to stay here on the island?
Hmm. Let's see. I believe it was a week till the tournament.
I'll say the tournament, the ribbon. I'll say the ribbon tournament. The tournament for those who have acquired their ribbons will be held here. Not the badges, ribbons.
Okay.
So if I remember correctly, you guys were like, "Hey, let's stop here because they probably have stuff."
Yeah, I believe we were here for the idea of shopping.
Mm-hmm.
Shopping.
I still like this map.
To the shops. Oh, to the Pokemon Center, check in and drop off our luggage, then to the shops.
Yeah.
And also see what I have to do about staking out a booth for the Grand Festival, since I've still got my berries for Poffins and those cute little Pokeballs I do
Right.
for people.
This is true. All right. Of course.
Which I've been spending time on the boat doing.
If I'm already rich, time to be richer.
I mean, it's a hobby, and I've got way more balls than Gladys ever is going to need to catch Pokemon. So
That's true. Yeah.
got a lot of some of these ball types I can make he doesn't even use.
Yeah. This one, if you throw it on Tuesdays between the hours of 7 and 10.
The apricorn, some of these apricorn balls are a little weird that way. I can appreciate why there's not much use for love balls unless you're a breeder.
Yeah.
And we haven't run into much where a moon ball would be useful.
Moon.
And we don't normally bait Pokemon with food, so the lure ball is not really. And while level ball is nice, it's only nice if you actually know you're stronger than your opponent.
Yeah.
Which thankfully we can tell now because we have abilities for that.
Yeah. We go. All right. Yeah. Okay. You must say must say disembark the boat, making your way here. There is a tremendous, must say, a tremendous stadium divided into three more stadiums. It's quite possibly the largest setup you have ever seen. Scores of people seem to be, must say, scores of people seem to be making their way around here. Um, Miranda is going to, must say, Miranda is going to pat you on the shoulder as she disembarks the boat as well, and she's gonna I'll say pat you on the shoulder, pat you and Jay on the shoulder. She's like, "Well, wish me luck."
Good luck.
Look.
And she is going to
Feel free to swing by the
make
table.
her way.
This is huge.
Oh, I mean, it is
Yeah,
the big venue for everything.
she's gonna she'll be like, yeah, she's rough. I am only heading into this with 3 Pokemon.
I thought you would have caught some more on the way over just to have a full lineup.
Hmm?
Because I would have thought you would try to catch some more on the way over just to have a full lineup.
She was like, thought about that, but I've had this lineup she was like, I've had this lineup for years, and they've done me pretty well.
Yeah, if it works
I
for
say
you.
she'd be like, well, I said she'll be like she'll be like, I figured you would understand, you know. I say it's not all about catching, it's about the ones you form a bond with. Only fortunately, I've only got 3 that I she's like, I've only managed to form a bond with 3.
I mean, I appreciate the idea of bonding. I just would have thought you would, given how long you've been doing this, you would have formed a bond with more Pokemon.
You think? I'll say, Pokemon like people are particular.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
It's like, she was like, it's like having a group I can love and depend on means more to me than winning. Although winning is, but thankfully there's no rules that say that I have to have 6. It's just heavily recommended.
Well, if it's a smaller team, that probably means it's more potent on a per Pokemon basis, so you'll probably still hold your own pretty well.
Yeah, sure hope so. She was like, well, whatever. She was like, whatever I can buy. She was like, whatever I can buy at your table is probably going to give me the boost that I need in order.
Yeah, I don't know if the balls will be that useful to you, but the poffins, I imagine, definitely will.
Absolutely. As a matter of fact, she's gonna be like, as a matter of fact, seems that you already have a table set up.
Wait, what?
You must say you will hear someone say, "Okay."
Wow. Okay.
You're standing at this tent over here.
I expected to see you
How
again. I did
long
not
has
expect you to preemptively set up a booth for me.
This? What do you mean preemptively set up a booth for you? This is your booth. You were supposed to be here days ago.
Considering I literally just made the decision to come here 3 days ago.
She expected you
You
to act
were
like a
supposed to
ranger.
make this decision. You were supposed to make this decision
Apparently.
days ago.
I did, 3 days ago. And then I had the limitations of a boat.
I don't have
Wait, you didn't
Alakazam. I
swim
can't
here?
teleport across the world.
I don't have anything that can fly.
You didn't wait. You didn't swim here.
No, I was doing other training.
She kind of quirking eyebrows. She was like, such a.
Well, let's see. There's this, so click on the Tamashi.
Controlling time.
I'll say she'll be like, pretty sure that's not regulation, but that's impressive.
Yep.
What does it do?
It helps me purge bad energy from some of these corrupted Pokemon that have been running around recently.
I see. I'll say I see. Crafting brand new items out of. She's gonna look at the handle. Out of makeshift sticks and branches. Okay. She'll pull out a chart and like write something on it. It's like, okay, points for that. Good. It was like, all right. And the energy, what did you source that from?
Myself. That's Aura.
Okay, natural resources. Okay. Cool. All right. Proof of Ranger's willpower. All right. And that sword is a recyclable, renewable resource, I assume.
I imagine so.
Okay, good. Made
Appears
out
to be
of
wood, so I imagine so, yeah.
Okay. I'll say made out of 100% recycled materials.
It was given to
Will
me by
not
Lucario,
pollute
so I
the-
imagine they wouldn't be making it out of non-natural materials.
Given by a Lucario. Okay. Yeah. All right. So it seems like we've. Cool. All right. So what else can you do?
I've obviously been, interacting with Pokemon along the way, helping them solve their various crises. I don't. What was that? The one town that was almost overrun, Kaiju'd?
Oh yeah, it was insert town here.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to remember what Pokemon that was. That was a
The giant golem.
yeah, the giant golem.
Yeah.
So we helped save town from a giant golem. Saved another town from a Snorlax. Still trying to figure out where to resettle him.
Not surprised.
Survived the Iron
Oh.
Fist tournament. Actually won that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she'll be like, yeah. I heard about that. She was like, yeah, I heard about that. The police were investigating everything after that all went sideways.
Yeah.
Very, very much not good for the environment. But
Also, I've been working on my shelter construction skills.
you can, Melissa, you can make a home now.
Oh yeah.
Melissa, and she's gonna look
I
at
recall
her
from the
like,
show you can actually sometimes see them, so
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
they're like blue or purple.
Or sometimes they look like glass panels. Sometimes they're blue. Sometimes they're invisible for comedic effect. But otherwise,
Yeah.
so he
Well,
kind of makes like a
she's gonna
kind of like a hut type. Like so it's got 3 walls and a roof.
and they're 2 meters tall. So yeah, it's about it's about 7 by 7 by 7. Okay.
And it says 4 segments. So again, 3 walls and a roof. It's like he can make a nice little decent sized hut. Just boom.
I'll say she's gonna look at me like, and this is, and she's gonna like, huh? And this is made out of,
Also aura.
and it biodegrades because
I lose
Wow.
concentration. It goes away. Yeah.
this is amazing, rookie. This is amazing. This, I'm liking this. She's just like feverishly writing on the paper. You can see like smoke coming from it. It was like, okay, you are. She's gonna like, you are doing incredible. You are going above and beyond. I appreciate that. And you know, the only thing I'm gonna appreciate more than all of these great tasks that you have done in your attempts to become a ranger. You know what I appreciate more than that? She's going. I must say, she's going to like slap a double-sided like sandwich board over top of you, and she's gonna put one over top, and she's gonna put one over top of. She's gonna put one over top of Harold as well, and she's like raising money for the Rangers.
So that's what the booth is actually for.
Yes, and I'll say it was like, hey, the Rangers don't fund them. As you know, we don't exactly make the most money, if any.
Okay, so
So
what
it
did
must-
you expect me to do to raise money for the Rangers?
Must say, since must say, well, you know, since your escapade, apparently made you famous, you know, must say, Mr. King, must say, Mr. Emperor of Steel Palms. So, must say, Emperor of Steel, must say, we've had these sandwich boards made for you. She'll pull the sticker off of it. Must say, Emperor of Steel Palms, berries and poffins, berries, balls and poffins, BBPs.
Okay, so you're just planning on co-opting all the profits from the stuff I was going to be selling anyway.
No, I'm not gonna co-opt it. I'm gonna say that's terrible. I'm not gonna do that. And I'll say, this is here to prove that you can raise money for a good cause. And I'll say, if you want, if you raise. I'm gonna say she's gonna like, if you can raise. She's gonna look at her chart. An arbitrary amount of money that I will decide upon, then you must say, then you will be able to advance to.
We will advance to the what? You cut out.
She was like, you'll be able to advance to the next test.
Okay, then.
Must say, because we need to make sure. Must say, because part of being a ranger is fundraising and charity. And can you use your charm, your wit, and your intellect in order to be able to raise enough funds for those who might be in need, for nature preserves, in order to save the forest? Because as much as we want to, these things aren't cheap. They cost money to be able to. Saving the world costs some scratch.
All right, well, I'll see what I can do.
Oh, we know exactly what you're gonna do. You're gonna win, aren't you?
Damn straight.
That's right. Rangers don't lose. Isn't that right? She's gonna look over at Laugh.
Zah. Zah.
There we go. All right. Now, she's gonna look over at Harold. like, and she was like, and she was like, all right, and I'm say, and Junior Vice Ranger, and I'll say, Rangers don't quit, do they? Harold's gonna look up at you, and he's like, should I go along with this? Like, look on his face.
And it gives him like a kind of like a shrug and a nod. Like, yeah, I guess. Eh?
Um, Harold's gonna take a sword and like, "Hurry!" And he's like, okay, here we go. Now, she's gonna be like, all right then, we are. She was like, we are open for business. She is going to blare like this loud horn over top of her head. Everybody, like people around you, can be like, ah, what the hell? It was like letting you know. It was like letting you know. It was like this young ranger right here. I must say this young ranger right here, and this young man right here, pointing at you and Lattice. These men, these fine young men, are the future. I must say, are the future of the Sinnoh region. This one right here has guaranteed that he will be the one who wins the Sinnoh League. And anyone who wants a piece of him can come get some. Isn't that right? She's gonna like slap Lattice on the back.
I will accept all challengers.
You're gonna see some trainers are like smiling and like, oh, okay, he's got some guts. You will see some trainers like looking at you rather menacingly. You can kind of feel like these gloom clouds over top of like some of the trainers that are like, oh, this guy thinks he's the best, huh?
It's good endurance training. Can you adjust your phrasing, please?
A lot of these trainers do not look happy about statement. It was like, and this one right here, the greatest of all the salespeople in Sinnoh. This is the young man who is gonna outsell all of you. Has the best poffins, has the best berries, and has the largest set of balls that you will be able to put your hands on.
Like the ones that'll capture the giant Gengar. That big.
I was like, there'll be an awkward pause and a breeze that blows by as she says that. And she'll be like, I want you all. And she was like, for anyone, come on. And I'll say, and we, the best stand here in the Lily of the Valley region, will sell you everything that you can. In correlation to what Lattice just went through, many of the vendors turn around and look at you, shooting you death glares, Jay.
Just kind of give him the Han, shrug smirk. It's like, eh.
While you are doing that, your trainer, your proctor is going to like in the background while you're like sweating, like kind of waving everything. She is going to like escalator. She's just gonna like moving escalator off the side of the screen while you're not paying attention. She's just gonna kind of slide off camera.
Yeah, that's about right.
With like a big grin on her face, like, you got this. You'll turn around, she'll be gone. Okay. which case, while you are, I'll say, you can, I'll say, Lattice, what would you like to do? And Jay, I'm going to need a couple of rolls from you, and I'll say, rolls from you, and Harold can give you. I'll say can give. You can either roll for you and for, or you can get advantages on it.
Okay, well, I'm definitely using
I mean,
you and
advantage.
Harold. I'm bringing the whole team in on this.
Okay. Let's say in which case. I'll say in which case for every Pokemon that you throw out, I will give you a +1 bonus to your. Let's see. You can. And I'll say in regards to this. You can either roll. I'll say in order to convince people to come to you, you can either use Pokemon education will work as you can kind of use it as the seminar style of like trying to convince people to come over is like, hey, these are the benefits of blah 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 blah. Like they would do it like a state fair, in order to convince people to buy stuff. You can use, charm, of course. You can use guile. You can lie to them about your stuff. You can use like intuition to see if you can. You can use intuition to try to read people to see what it is. That they might be interested in buying. You can use. I'll say you can use command to try to be assertive and try to get people's attention. So yeah,
Hey,
pretty much anything, pretty much just about any of the skills on the right side of the skill chart, with the exception of technology education, pretty much works.
Well, could you use technology education to create a light show?
And I'll say while he's preparing that, Lattice, what will you be doing?
Apparently, I have to be accepting upcoming challenges. For real. Well, there's other stalls and stuff, yeah? There's other stalls and stuff, yeah?
Yeah. There's a bunch of stalls there. As you can see, things with colored tops all across here, they're all stalls.
I'm be perusing the stalls and see what kind of things are here.
Okay. Let's see.
Got any super poke foods?
Effectively, what you there, anything, pretty much everything that is in the book is here.
Okay.
Anything from the book can be found here. If you want to search for something that is fairly more special, the normal. There are various things here. There's the there's a Pokemon name changer. I'll say there's move teachers. There's people who have Pokemon for sale. Pokemon for trade. You can buy stones. There's breeders here. A good chunk of just about anything. I said there's like trading booths.
I'll be looking for X special and X special defense then.
Okay. All right. Cool. If I'm sorry, are you looking for? Are you just looking for people who are selling it?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So you're just kind of looking for whoever's selling it.
Yeah. I'm looking to see if there's a stall selling X special and X special defense.
$0?
Yeah, them handing out flyers and dancing is free.
Okay. Okay.
Wait. There's not a price list on there?
For what?
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, he did. Okay.
That's a price list.
No, priceless.
Oh.
Yeah, like yada $10, yada $80, yada priceless.
I'll say high or low, David.
Low.
You say it was +1 per Pokemon?
Yeah,
wait,
+1
hold
per
on.
Pokemon.
Is that low on that's a D6, okay.
He's like, shit, that's only, he was like, that only counts as low on 12 hours.
6 is low on a D20, right?
It's technically low on D12s higher.
Ah, fair.
So,
And I will spend an AP to make that an even 15.
okay. That's your highest social skill between all of them?
Well, it's not my highest, but it, based on what you were saying, it's definitely more the technique I'm clearly going for.
Okay.
Because the way you were saying the skill was based on what technique I was using.
Yeah. Because I was like, yeah. All right. In which case,
definitely more of a showboating, trying to get attention, which felt like more of a charm than a get the fuck over here with command or a, infomercial Pokemon education.
okay.
'15's pretty good. I feel confident in 15.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right. You will start to slowly get you will slowly start to get extra so you'll slowly start to get people coming to you, as you will notice that the Snorlin the Snorlin does seem to get some people over there. The biggest draw that you have is the people who seem to be of the you have two Victini.
Yeah, I figured that would be a pretty big draw. That would suck people over, and then they'd detour to one of the other things after going, what the fuck?
You do notice a massive gathering. Everyone paying attention to the Victini.
Yep.
Almost as if they are completely distracted. And Some people seem to be trying to rub Victini for good luck.
I charge for that, but I feel like Victini would get offended.
She seems to be hovering just outside of the reach.
Yep.
But she's like dropping flyers all over the place. Harold and Squirtle seem to be like trying to like tap people on the back. He's like, hey, snow cone, eat it, buy it. Business at the moment is a little slow, but it's mostly because people are more distracted by Victini.
Well,
So Victini is slowly trying to get them towards your booth.
that's fine. I'm in theory here for the entire grand festival. So.
But yeah, the first about 30 minutes, to an hour is a bit tedious because of how much effort you have to put in. But it is getting there. Some of the other vendors, I'll say some of your competitors, seem to be rather pissed at you.
I'm just living up to the hype.
You can kind of tell that the look on their face, that's not fair.
Ranger Mentor said I was going to win. Obviously, I have to have the Goddess of Victory with me to win, right?
Oh yeah.
So that's what's happening for you for the first hour. Lattice, as you are making your way around to the stall, I'll say, as you're making your way to the stall, looking around, you can kind of feel the presence of Masa. You can kind of feel like a antagonistic presence around you, and that feeling that you got from trainers who don't seem to really like you that much right now is definitely following you around.
Hey, listen, evil stairs. All of us are trying to trying to improve. If you greet me, if you beat me, great. That means that you have learned enough to overcome me, and hopefully learn something else in the process of overcoming me. If I win, well, just means that I have learned sufficient adaptability and skills in my own journey to counter you, and have possibly learned new things in the process, depending on the efforts used to beat me. So really, it's a win-win.
While you are saying that, and while you are walking, I need you to make me either a combat or an acrobatics check.
Oh shit!
I choose combat because I'm allegedly good at that. Go, roll 20. I see.
You did say allegedly.
Yes.
Okay. As you finish saying that, turning around to keep walking, your foot will hit something as you trip and stumble. As out of the crowd, you will see this kind of brown ringed long foot sticking out of the crowd that retracts back into the.
Oof.
As you will kind of hear someone go, "Ee," and disappear back into the.
Oh no, I got a prankster.
Someone just tried to trip you.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But yeah, you will see a long, what look long, long like a brown foot pad with like 3 claws at the end of it, attached to like several like ringed spring type things on its legs, kind of retract back into the crowd. So
I have the perfect counter for hiding.
you'll hear a couple of people.
A couple people do what?
You'll hear a couple of people laugh.
I'll pick myself back up. And I will get the ultimate counter. I will get Alma. Perch her on my shoulder. Keep a lookout for pranksters, could you?
Alma will kind of smirk and be like, I'll do more than keep an eye out.
Good. Trying to keep an eye out myself, which I know Lattice really probably should wear glasses.
All right.
We'll continue the quest for the X items.
Okay. You will find someone. You'll find someone. Rather nice person. Well, I'm not say appears pretty nice. Looking at you. Hey, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. About yourself?
I am feeling fantastic. Lovely weather we're having.
Oh, it's pretty good.
Well, one of the main things I'll say, one of the main things I would like, and I'll say, I'm glad that you, it was like, I'm glad that you decided to come here. What can what can I sell you to?
No, what I'm looking for is an X special defense, and a X accuracy.
Okay. That is, I'm gonna say, don't worry. I've got stock, and I've got them just for you. I'll say, I've been waiting for someone of your caliber to come through and buy these. So, then I'll say, normally these things are very, very difficult to find. So, what I would like to do, I'm gonna come in closer. I'm gonna give you a special discount price on this, okay?
Why?
Why? Because I heard what she said. You're the strongest. You're gonna win the tournament. I want to be associated with you. And I'll say, and if you're the strongest, and if you're the best, then that means that sort of talent needs to be nurtured. So, if we're gonna properly nurture that, we've got to sell you these. I say we sell them to you at insert price here. That is insert price 300% markup.
Oh, 300% markup. Okay.
Yeah, so price in the book times 3.
Yeah. So that's 1,000.
This is a special deal. This is a special deal just for you.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm.
It is a special deal just for you.
Yeah.
They just really don't like you.
If you want to roll like intuition or what is the counter?
Intuition is lie detecting usually.
Yeah, intuition. If you want to see,
Oh, actually, it's pretty good.
Wow. Okay.
Yay!
Wow. Okay. They don't dislike you. They seem to be of the idea that if you're the best and if you're such a legend, then you must have a lot of money.
That's fair.
They seem to be trying to play on your ego in order to. They're hoping that your ego and your presumed vast amount of wealth has resulted in you being willing to not care about the cost of things.
Joke's on him. I can actually afford one of each at that price.
But do you want to?
No, because I recently spent a good chunk amount of my Pokebucks. I'm down to only 5,106.
You should have said something. I could have helped you out.
Remember, Jay's
I was
Dash
hoping for only slightly inflated prices or regular prices.
Well, this is where you try to haggle them back down to normal.
Oh no, I completely agree with you. And here's how I'm going to do it. No.
Command.
There is no extorting in this festival.
You don't give me these goddamn.
At cost.
Wholesale me, you motherfucker. Okay.
Actually, technically, it's more than 300% markup, because one presumes the price in the book already includes markup, because that's the price they're selling it at, not the price it costs them to make it.
Yeah, because remember, whenever you create something, it's actually like half the cost.
So that's 400% markup.
Okay. Well, how about this as a as an exchange? You look like you deserve a really good, expensive meal by someone who knows how to make really good and expensive meals. You just have to be looking at someone who not only is skilled at Pokemon training, but is skilled at the preparation of vast quantities of food, and this isn't processed. Points to hunting bow. It's all organic. I'm sure from a variegated Y7 place.
It's all organic. Cuts over to Jay's booth, where we just have Squirtle squeezing berries over the snow cone series spitting out.
None of those big city preservatives. So, yeah, I propose a meal of vast quality for you to perhaps, give me a bit of a special deal on top of your special deal.
So, must say, let's see. All right.
And you'll get a show.
What would you?
Have you heard of Pokemon Hibachi?
Charm with a +2.
You get +2?
Doesn't seem like you're commanding.
No. I mean, I'm not gonna pull a there is no failure in this JoJo stuff. Okay, charm. Yes, I am very average at that. Is it +2?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like, look here, you cheapskate bitch.
+2? Already in there. Okay.
Yep.
Right.
I'm remember this is a low DC system, so
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I know the difference is kind of weird.
Yeah. She's gonna think about it and is like, you know what? I think I have an even better special deal for you. I can manage this. She will lower it to ×2.
With or without the meal?
I must say with the meal she will times two.
Okay.
For fairground markup, that's not too bad.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it sucks, but it could have been a lot worse.
If you had gotten to 10, she would have gotten back down to the regular price.
Okay. I will spend most of this here to get 2 of the each that I requested.
Okay.
Which
Well, I say if you rolled a 3 or lower,
roll a 3 or lower.
yeah, if you rolled a 3 or lower, she would have upped the market value to 5 times.
Okay. Um.
Upside, it's physically impossible for you to roll a 3 or lower on 2d6 plus 2.
Yeah. In which case, what I'm going to do is since this is a part of me, this is in exchange for me doing a meal thing. What I'm going to do is, can I use command on my Pokemon for kind of the instructing them through a hibachi style performative thing, and since intuition is for cooking, roll intuition myself for doing the actual cooking. So in this case, it would be things like maybe I toss something into an air and like Torkoal is able to like cook it, and then I like catch it in a spatula and put it on the plate. That kind of thing, where I'm primarily doing the cooking and the Pokemon are just
Yes.
adding to the show.
Yes. You have Mouse, and during the course, you have activated a fun mini game that I've here just like this.
Just what?
A fun little mini game that I've decided to that I threw in here just in case something like this happens.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Prepare yourself for combat chef throwdown.
Yes. Where's Ramsey?
As you are cooking, other trainers livid at you. Livid at you for not only supposedly being the quote greatest trainer who has sworn to win the Sinnoh League. Now you're trying to show off with cooking. They will have none of it. Several of them throwing out their Pokemon all at the same time seem intent on disrupting your cooking show. I'm going to need you of any of your Pokemon save. For each of your Pokemon save, I want you to select 5 of you, and you will make combat rolls so that while you are effortless in attacks, also still cooking.
I think I got the gist of what you said.
Okay. What will be going on is you will select 5 different between you and your Pokemon. 5 of you, there will be 5 different rolls. Each of you roll that once, and and if you beat the and for each roll that you defeat the difficulty by, I will consider it that you have blocked an attack that was incoming to try to throw off the hibachi. You will have different Pokemon attack you while you are cooking, while you and your Pokemon are cooking, and while you are cooking, these combat rolls are going to have your Pokemon stop certain attacks. In the case of Alma, you can roll focus.
Okay.
Since Alma doesn't combat.
Yes, Jesus. I know focus is also supposed to represent, like proficiency in telekinesis and telepathy and stuff like that. So yeah.
Yeah. That's the reason I was like, Alma.
So Alma does focus, everyone else does combat?
Yes. If you have any other Pokemon if any of your other Pokemon fall under that, then yes.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. So, are they gonna throw attacks first, or should I see how
It's
proficient?
it's a it's a it's a it's going to be kind of like a montage, kind of like this synchronized thing, like as you're like cooking rice in a skillet over top of charcoal, then I'll say like cooking rice in this wok over top of like charcoal's heat. Someone's gonna the first attack that comes in at you is I'll say the first attack that comes in at you is a water gun.
Okay.
All right. Um, the water gun. I'll say the water gun curves around in midair, goes back, and sprays the trainer in the face. He's like, "Fly!"
Okay.
Okay. Um, second attack.
Got it.
You will have. I'll say second attack. I'll say as you are adding your seasonings and I'll say as you are adding your seasoning and dicing vegetables and dicing up vegetables. Um, the familiar leg that came out of the crowd is jumping through the air towards you as you see a Hitmonlee going for a flying kick to attempt to kick the wok out of your hand. I need a different Pokemon to roll. Okay. All right. Sizzle will clamp down on his leg, swing him around over top of his head, like pizza dough, and we'll throw him. We'll throw him back. I'll throw him off into the distance as he goes, Lee! Bling! And disappears off into the distance. Okay. Next, next coming up, you will see. You will hear while you are sautéing the vegetable, pouring in oil in order to get a good sizzle going. You will see two extra spoons come flying in towards your dish with a purplish energy around them, attempting to poorly mix up your ingredients. As you hear Alakazam behind you. I need a. Okay. I'll say as Alakazam is trying to focus on using its psychic powers to put the wrong seasonings in your food, you will hear it start Kazam, as Staravia begins pecking at Alakazam's head, ruining his ability to be able to concentrate and spoon fall harmlessly to the side. As Staravia pecks Alakazam until it just kind of runs away back into the crowd. Okay. Let's see. All right. Let's see. And all right. You will then be you will then be beginning to take the food out of the pan to attempt to plate it. And as you were getting ready to, you say you will feel a chilling. You will feel a chilling presence begin to make its way towards you, as behind the person who you are making this food for, you will see this incredibly terrifying face as a haunter is behind her, making spooky faces, i.e., it is basically hands to basically stretch its mouth out and pretty much so that Pokemon levels of scary, because apparently pulling your mouth apart and sticking your tongue out is terrifying children. So,
I mean, that just jumped out as you're doing that. I could see it being a jump scare.
I found it more terrifying when Ash became a ghost.
Okay. So a haunter is trying to scare you, mess up plating your food.
Cool. Okay, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I know you said for Olma it would be focus, but what about for like Torkoal, which doesn't really have any hands? Would it be focus for for control over fire, or would it still be combat for, like, I don't know, raising a hoof?
You can use focus on that because Torkoal doesn't have hands.
Boom! Oh no! Oh no! It's a low ass roll.
Okay. Torque is the hunter is trying his best. You're a little jarred by its scariness, but Torkoal is able to intensify the heat, and as steam shoots up out of Torkoal's back, and temporarily blinds you from the vision of Haunter, allowing you to be able to regain your senses, since the scary face that you were looking at has been, your view of the scary face has been negated, since the steam basically blocked your view.
Good thing you did that. I apparently can't stand ghost tongue.
In which case, you after you begin, you plate the food carefully, and you begin to make its way over, so that as you will hear a loud footsteps behind you, as you will see a shadow like looming behind you, coming ever closer. As looking at the shadow on the shadow that is appearing over top of you, you will see 4 large arms flexing behind you.
I know what that spells for.
As coming up behind you, champ.
Okay. Here.
As it uses this force to attempt to steal the food out of you.
So unless Primplum's gonna roll focus for water stuff.
You are welcome to.
Okay, in that case, I will roll focus for water stuff.
Okay. Prinplup will say, as it is about to reach for the plate, as it reaches over your shoulder to try to grab it, a highly pressurized blast of water shoots it face. noticing. You have such faith in your team that they are able to coordinate this as you bend down to hand this vendor the food. The moment that you bend down, a stream of water shoots directly over the space where your head was, slamming Machamp in the face and sending it careening like a bowling ball, knocking over all of the trainers who were attempting to try to sabotage your meal. You are able to hand the food to the vendor. The vendor sitting there looking amazed at all of these things that kind of happened around you while you were barely paying attention. She is incredibly impressed. She takes a bite. She takes a bite and holds her cheek, and she's like, "Oh wow, okay, this is good. The show was better, but this is good. You know
I'm glad
what?
you enjoyed the show.
You know what? I like you. I like you a lot." A 1.5 times markup.
Okay.
I'll say. She's willing to knock. I'll say. With that, she will knock it down to 1.5.
I will use that extra funding to buy an extra. Let's go with an X attack. There we
All right. Um.
Preparing for the future.
Jet.
Mm-hmm.
Can you roll me three? It's gonna sound weird. Can you roll me three D50s?
Ooh, roulette!
Making up dice over here.
Yep. Roll 20 can do it.
Oh, I know it can.
Individually. Yeah.
I like roll random made up dice that confuse it.
Yes.
Like roll 40 D102s. Like what the fuck? And we can figure out how to get to roll a random number of dice of random number of dices.
I have been able to do things like 60-66.
Mm.
I keep occasionally getting it wrong because there's a specific way you have to format it.
Yeah, you
but
do it very.
But you can do it.
I don't know what I was rolling against, but I think I lost.
Mm.
We require additional Pokemon snow cones.
Mm-hmm.
The suspense is killer.
Suddenly there's a Dynamax.
Actually, that would be fucking awesome. I technically already had one with that golem. I'll end you all with a Dynamax Snorlax. While he's doing his math rocks over there, I can collect food. I will be right back.
Cool. I need to refill my water anyway.
There you go.
Also, still smooth.
Well, less smooth, but that's because I'm trying to unzip files that have been unzipping all day. They're moving. They're slow.
It'll be Pokémon.
I think I beat David back. Oh shit, that's a lot of money. Or at least it is when you look at it in Pokebucks.
Hmm?
I said, oh shit, that's a lot of money, at least when you look at it in Pokebucks. Probably like $1.50 in real money.
It is the money that you charge. So yes.
Yep.
So yeah. I believe 800 almost 800 bucks in Pokemon money is basically converted to yen, so it's like $8.
Give or take, yeah.
Yeah.
And she was saying, I keep that?
You are welcome to keep it. You can also donate some of it to the Rangers.
Oh, it's just that. It is a donation. They are not, ripping me off. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not saying, yeah, I'm not saying. I'm not saying, she was saying, it was like, welcome to donate it. It would be greatly appreciated. But, not required.
Once David sits back down, as he's slipping through now, I can see what my finances
So,
are
yeah.
and see how much I can afford to donate.
Technically, due after Pokeball conversion, to USD, yeah, you'd be looking about like $2,600.
What's the deal going on here?
I got paid.
Oh, okay.
Say Tristan, I'll say he made about 263, which translated to American money is about like $2,600.
Cool.
So it's 200,000 in American bucks, a little over 2,000. But this Pokemon, so yeah, he has a full 263,000 bucks that have been.
I get 131,000 and change, and they get 131,000 and change.
Okay.
I donate half.
All right. In which case, after your time here, doing that, you are welcome to close down shop for the day if you, and go do some shopping of your own.
Damn straight. As I know nothing else, we need restoratives. Anybody who needs to evolve via rock?
No, I'm good, but maybe some of these very sportsman-like individuals may need evolution components.
I wasn't sure if you had any Pokemon that evolved by rock.
No.
All right.
Well, hold on. I might be wrong. Because I initially thought of Onyx, and I think that might require
Yeah, I think Steelix requires a rock. Or rock equivalent.
That requires steel coat.
Which is not a rock.
Metal coat.
It's like
requires
a rock.
metal coat. Yeah.
It should tell you when
I'll say-
Steelix's thing, what his evolution conditions are, whether it's like he has to hold this and, because there's
Yeah,
like
I
Pokemon
believe
where it's
he
like
requires-
it only evolves this way on a full moon when you walk under a specific bridge while holding a certain rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it needs metal coat.
That's what I think it is as well.
I'm looking it up.
And of course, there's the question of do you want to evolve? Do you and him want to evolve?
Yeah.
I know I got some rock evolution Pokemon, but I don't want them to evolve. I like them as chibis.
Felix holding tilt metal, minimum level 35. Become steel ground. If I were to evolve the abilities and such, would I need to replace them or selectively replace them?
I think it's a selective replace when you evolve. Then you get to choose whether you want to swap out the ability, with an ability it got from evolving.
Yeah. Yeah, you get to switch that.
Okay. One moment. Let me take a. Let me take a look at this. Okay. Oh, okay. Looks like it would definitely increase my defenses against most things.
Oh yeah.
You get some fire water vulnerability, but everything else.
Steel types basically become damn near invincible to almost everything, except for like the things that they're not.
Let's see.
It's like fairy. It's awesome until it isn't.
Yep. And or the
Like,
moves the
we're
same
amazing.
kind of,
Oh god, poison!
or the moves the same kind of thing that
Yeah.
that I can selectively swap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like then, outside of taking some time to rejigger and finding a cool token image, yeah, it looks like I don't have anything to really lose except for, gaining some minor vulnerabilities to specific things. Okay.
Also evolve Scyther, but I think your Scyther's already evolved.
No, it's a scissor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, this is a third evolution.
Not yet.
I still feel some kind of way about the pre-evolution of Pikachu. Because I'm like, well, Ash was cheating. His starter was never a starter level.
Well, to be fair, Starter was a region.
Okay, fair, but the implication is that all the Pokemon were, shall we say, base form.
Not even my final.
Confirming costs. Confirming right item. Alright. Let's see if they have any of these items available. Some of them they should because they're pretty basic, but
Okay. what you are trying. Okay. Are you just going to any stall looking are you looking for?
We'll start by wandering the stalls, see if any of them have indication that they'd be the type of shop that would sell that. If that doesn't work, then I will switch to actually asking around a little bit.
Okay. On average, looking around I'll say just from a casual standpoint, everything seems to be a 1.5 to 2% mark. 1.5 to
Okay.
that's just from like casual.
Well, for the
Without
basic
actually,
items, I don't mind going. I'll focus on the 1.5 shops, but for the,
okay. I'm gonna say yeah. This is just from if you're not active. If you look, just like walk by, look, see what their price is. Look, see what their price is. So you keep going.
I say I got the super coupon, so I don't mind a 1.5.
So that seems to be what most. You said you're not actually like searching for bargains. You're just looking to see what people are charging.
Well, I was looking for the items in general, and I will, if I see a bargain, I'll go aim for the bargain, but I'm aiming for the closer to 1.5 as opposed to 2 times markup.
Okay.
But if
Without
I
an
see a bargain, I will happily
investigation,
go for the bargain.
yeah. Without any sort of actual search, 5 is
I can
i.e.
roll a
without a
search
roll.
if you like.
Yeah, so that's what I was asking. I was like, you guys actually like, are you just looking or are you
I'm guessing that'd be a perception in this case.
Yes.
Not great, not terrible.
You are able. You are able to find one person who is willing to sell you is willing to sell you anything. Must say anything 500 and less for base price. Everything else is but energy roots and revives you get for
Okay. Base price for anything 500 or less. What's the markup? You keep cutting out.
base price for anything 500. 1.5 for anything above 500.
Okay, I can work with that. Does he have like a limit on how many he's willing to sell or how many he has, or?
He has 20 energy, 10 revive, 20 full restores, 5 hyper potion, and 2 metal coats.
Okay. So 20 energy roots. Ten revives. Full restores. And 20 hyper potions, I believe I heard.
Mm-hmm.
And I only need 1 metal coat. We got the super coupon. Oh, that wasn't too painful at all.
Okay.
And I have a metal coat for that.
Thank you.
So you are free to evolve at your leisure. Alright. And we are definitely stocked up on restoratives. For both people and Pokemons.
Okay. Which case, you. And I'll say, is that all the stuff that you wanted to try to?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Yeah. Lattice. Is this everything that you wanted to?
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm good. I think I'm good.
Okay.
Let's set up. There. That's a little bit. That's fine. Okay, time for me to gander at the things.
And enjoy the Grand Festival at the Grand Line.
There's lots of granding going on here.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say. Um. For Lattice, I'm gonna say. While Jay is on of the one side of the festival, purchasing his stuff. Lattice, finishing purchasing his stuff. Lattice, and I'll say we'll be ending with this. Lattice, you, upon finishing that, and I'll say upon finishing that, you will, I'm gonna say people still wandering around. Someone walks. I'm gonna say someone walks behind you to them, and you'll feel a hand pat you on the shoulder, real quick, and we'll say, it was like, they'll say, really impressive. Look forward to seeing you at the league.
Dun dun dun.
And I'll say as they continue, as you turn to see where they went, you will only catch a glimpse. And I'll say you will only of a red shirt.
Uh-oh.
And I'll say a red shirt and a hat and a backpack.
I'm sorry, David. You were lost the league.
Yeah. I am fucked.
I know we were joking about pseudo-legendaries, but no, this is going to be real fucking...
I have come down from the mountain.
um, with as they disappear into, as you try to get a good look at them, you will see like this whirlwind of leaves just kind of kick up, obscuring vision of them as everyone in the crowd is, God, what's going on? As this, must say, as these leaves are suddenly taken up in this tornado gust of wind, as you see something shoot into the sky and then rocket off, like shoots directly up into the sky, and you will hear a sonic boom as it goes flying off into the.
He's subtle, isn't he?
Okay.
Okay. Wow, the stakes have been raised. I thought the stakes were people are pissed at you. No, now it's can you surmount the man? 8, 9.
In which case, will you guys be staying on? Will you guys be staying on the island to watch the results of? Or are you to just proceed on the your adventure?
I mean, we got a friend participating. We might as well stay here to cheer her on.
Yeah.
Right. And with that,
And we were told there was a side quest here that was in theory supposed to go off that we haven't seen yet. So
you said a what?
you told us there was a side quest on this island somewhere that hasn't triggered yet. So
In which case, I'll say while Lattice is looking up at the sky, wondering who this mysterious trainer is, and Jay is counting out money to his proctor, and Sienna is photos of everyone, and Miranda reaching into the lottery draw wheel to draw her, to draw her number in the tournament. The Lily of the Valley, coordinator tournament is about to begin, and as it is about to begin, what else? What other sort of secret, what other sort of mischief may be gotten up to in this competition? They it was like we'll find out in the next episode as the camera is panning out. A lone figure that is standing aboard a boat. That is standing aboard a boat that is heading towards the Lily of the Valley. Seems to be heading towards the shores of the Sinnoh Region. Drenched in the convenient shadow, as a smaller person standing next to a slightly taller person at the edge of the boat. They will, and as the image goes to a still image, the smaller person will hold their arm and must say hold their arm out and press something as a Pokeball expands in their hand. That we will call it.
Okay.
Okay. Man, I'm
Today's shopping episode brought to you by HelloFresh.
yeah. So my mind's still on freaking. I even. I'm both excited and afraid to face this guy.
You should be.
Gotta make it difficult.
Yeah.
Upside, you got a training montage. You got a training. What I say before the whole thing happened.
Fair.
Hopefully we're just projecting. It's not actually red, because otherwise you are definitely boned. I said, hopefully we're just overreacting and it's not actually red, because otherwise you are definitely boned.
You can be red. It's doable. If you were to fight red, red can be defeated.
Oh yeah, just remember the legendary birds are weak to getting kicked in the nuts.
But yeah. So at least David, you have you have a montage that will happen.
Yep.
While you are dealing with your montage, that leave your partner to do his story. David's got to go train. David's training. You get to be on your own.
So the side quest was your training montage and me soloing something? Got it.
No. I'm about to say when your story, the end of your story kicks up, it's just going to be you. It is you. You have things to do. David is going to do his final quest, his final push before he hits the league. Before he runs into what effectively is going to be his biggest threat toward not biggest threat. Biggest hurdle towards greatness.
I am glad I am starting to go into the class I'm going into. Then I am going to need that shit.
Makes you feeling better there. If it makes you feel any better, there are tons of people. There are at least like 5 people I can think of who are incredible, who are considered to be incredibly like potent slash dangerous trainers in the Pokemon world. The description. And you said worst case scenario could be red. Slightly less case scenario could be Ash. Honestly, you're probably better off with red because at least he's just stats. Ash has.
But see, here's the thing. If it's Ash, I have full faith in Alma's ability to outthink and play mind games with and generally psy-op Pikachu.
Yes, but for Ash, does 0 points have?
But I heard but for Ash and something about 0.
Yeah, I said, but for Ash, does 0 hit actually mean 0 hit?
Okay, that's fair.
You could wind up with one of those Infernape situations. Infernape's at negative 150 hit points. It doesn't matter. Use Infernape. What? How are you still standing? Infernape's got 20 injuries.
Well, ooh, good. That
He's
does
got
have an
20
advantage on all
injuries.
of us. He has died twice. Yes, I'm counting the fact when his soul was separated from his body.
Technically been dead since episode 1.
Oh! Oh shit!
I will still stand by that.
He is the god thing because we're all really in his, we're all really in his like dead coma dream thing.
I will stand by that. One of two things are either A, he is in a coma. He is in a coma and the fever dream. Or 2, which I feel is more likely, is that Ho-Oh granted his wish for him, things to stay like, and that is the reason why he is stuck the way that he is. Because when he made that wish, Ho-Oh, and one of the main myths behind Ho-Oh is that if you make a wish when you see Ho-Oh, then your wish can be granted. And the thing that Ash just said, he was like, I really wish we could stay this way. So maybe he is perfect at that dude's wish.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing as how season 1 is like, even I'll say like Tristan's off, and it pretty much like jumped the shark. Season 1 was the most Pokemon season out of all of them.
True, fair, yeah.
I'll say, yeah, season 1 I'll say Kanto region heavily leaned into the whole, myths and legends and all sorts of other shit that you've never seen since. It's like, oh hey, there's a there's a giant kaiju dragonite that lives on the sea. Okay. Ancient Pokemon basically used to be kaiju. All right. Needed a Pokeball the size of a house to catch them. All right. Fucking, psychics could turn you into stuff you in the house. You care. And, like, Pokemon could actually run the risk of killing you. Which was hilarious because people fall into spike traps. But the thing that almost kills you is a flock of Spearows to get pecked to death. Suddenly it's like, oh god, I've got lightning and I've been shocked. I've had all these other terrible things. I'm about to be pecked to death. No. Right. And tomorrow is
Tomorrow is Zorn.
Zorn. Oh yeah, that's right. I immediately remember that moment. Forgot about that bastard.
Hmm.
Ass hat from. We want is Coulson back. Cease and desist.
Hmm.
I feel like Dakin's better at this. Dakin's better at cease and desist aspect.
Hmm.
Apparently, nobody takes me seriously when I say cease. I tell people, please stand down. You might get. And it was like, never. Dakin's like, please stand down. We're pirate. Oh God, no, pirate. We live in strange times where so I think that's what I need to start saying. I tell people I'm Sith, and they're like, "Oh, whatever." Yeah, I guess these are technically the same people who forgot what Jedi was 10 years.
Hmm.
That's like some mentioned for 10 years suddenly.
Now, we are in the Legends time, the original timeline, the Legends timeline. People did not forget what a Jedi and Sith were.
Oh, okay. I'm talking about during like the like what? They
I mean,
were
it did
just
take them
there.
20 years to forget, so...
I'm like, none of these people were dead. Motherfuckers were everywhere. They probably had a temple on your planet. How did you forget to? Also, everybody's like, oh, they're just fables. They're like, oh, the met one. Now, the closest theory I could think of is that everyone was just pretending like they didn't know because they were afraid that if anyone overheard them saying that the Empire might do something to them. At least I can believe that.
Yeah, like, never say anything, the Inquisitors will pop up investigating and then kill us and we don't know.
Yeah, I could see that if people were like, I could see them being like that, but everyone's like, Jedi, that's a myth. 20 years does not make something.
Yeah. Like, I really kind of like the idea in A New Hope where it was implied that, yeah, way back in my day, and because I'm a Jedi, I could live longer than normal.
Yeah,
There was the Clone Wars.
yeah. I'm like, everybody can remember but they don't remember who fought in them. They don't remember who the generals were.
Ending the stream here.